Tonight's true scary story is about a girl who was completely blind, who was put in a facility that was extremely haunted, and all of the horrific things that she went through there. Before we get started, it really does help if you hit that like button. It just pushes my video out, but only if you appreciate my work. I would appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button so you can get notified the next time I tell a true scary story. We're gonna call tonight's submitter Nina, and Nina, like I said, is totally blind. She is 40 years old now, but when she was 18 years old, she attended a program at a state-funded facility in New Brunswick, New Jersey. At the time, though, it was called Joseph Cohen Rehabilitation Center. Since then, it has turned to Joseph Cohen Training Center. She was very young, but a lot of people who attended were much older, like in their 40s or 50s, because they had lost their sight later in life. They had various programs there, such as computers, technology, talking gadgets, talking microwaves, a huge kitchen where they could practice cooking. They also had an independent living apartment if you wanted to try that out for a couple of weeks. She could immediately tell that the building was haunted. The history also said that they had displaced almost an entire block of homes, telling people they had to move out because they were building this training facility. A lot of people were incredibly upset by having to uproot their entire lives and did not like the fact that they were putting this type of training facility there, which is kind of sad. When she was 8, her brother passed away, and she was actually able to channel spirits after that, so being here made her feel very uneasy. She tried voicing her concerns to some of the students and the staff, but all the staff did was try to quiet her down. They didn't want her talking about it. There were little things like a woman who passed away in the 1980s because she accidentally took someone else's medication. She had gone home for the weekend and actually passed away in her home. They got to go home every weekend. For the first 3 weeks, she had her own room. She only had a bathroom mate, and there was usually 4 people to a bathroom. It would be 2 bedrooms with a bathroom in the middle of it. Well, it was just her and this girl sharing this bathroom, and this girl would keep her stereo on all night long because she said that it would help her sleep, because she was apparently hearing and seeing things throughout the night and day. She still had a little bit of her sight left. Nina would sometimes hear whistling at night, or like a sound that a dog makes before it's getting ready to cry. She thought perhaps it was the lady who passed away in the 80s because her spirit couldn't rest. People told her that sometimes this lady would make up different voices, and it would come from places like the closet or the bathroom, and it was absolutely terrifying. One of the scariest things that happened to her about 4 weeks in. She had gotten a roommate finally. This roommate had a walker and was around her age. That made her feel a little bit better. I mean, at least somebody else was there at night with her. But one night, the 6 o'clock yoga class all came up from the cellar. They were gonna have dinner. There were rumors that this yoga teacher worshipped the devil. She had this statue that she would bring to class every time she came. Well, why would you bring